Alright, welcome LEGO fans to our last LEGO review from the second wave of Lord of the Rings sets. I'm your host, BillRico9, and today we have for you the one, the only, the one you have all been waiting for, the Tower of Orthanc. This is going to be an extra special episode. I'm sure it'll be quite lengthy. We're going to show you every single awesome detail, and of course I'm going to need some help with something on this scale of epicness. So I brought in not one, but two guest stars, Andrew 19, Andrew 30, and Feanor the 2nd. So, as this will probably be a long review, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, well this is a weird angle. It's probably upside down on your screen, but just turn your heads because this is the only way I can get the entire thing on screen. So, admire that for a few seconds with your head twisting awkwardly. And now we're back to normal. So, before any further observations, we'll go ahead and introduce our two guest stars and friends, Andrew 19, Andrew 30.
Hi.
Feanor the 2nd.
Dang!
And of course, me, your lovely, wonderful, brilliant host, BillRico9.
Since when were you lovely?
You don't know because you haven't seen my face.
Good for them. Yeah. It's probably better that way.
Be quiet, you. But we're not here to discuss our faces today, are we? We are here to discuss the LEGO Tower of Orthanc and all the respective epic stuff that it comes with. So, one thing that we are going to do for you today is give it an awesome size comparison because all the videos I've seen don't really give you a great size comparison. So, we will put it up against a minifigure, some bigger LEGO stuff, a dog, and some people. But first of all, we do have to give you the specifics and show you the instruction manuals, so we'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so here's the mighty box that is almost as tall as the actual tower, but not quite as tall. So as you can see, the recommended ages are 14 plus, and for once we can actually agree with it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's 14 plus, so
Are you
it's
kidding me? I
14
probably
over.
would have gotten this when I was 12 and done it. Easily.
Well, at least it says plus.
Yeah, plus.
Yeah.
It's set 10237. Of course, it's the Tower of Orthanc, not
Yeah.
Isengard. Contains 2,359 pieces. Is a building toy. Batteries are included, and it retails for $199.99 unless you get Andrew's discount.
Yeah.
And something new that we would like to show you just for this one video is the actual dimensions, so that you can measure your walls to see if you actually have space for this. So if you go by the metric system, it would be 21 centimeters wide. So that's like 21 centimeters this way.
This also is included in the pirate ship ambush.
Yes.
It also tells you the dimensions.
And if you're like a normal US of A citizen, it's 8.27 inches. And of course, no one really cares about that. They care about how tall it is. So it's 73 centimeters if you live just about anywhere else in the world except here. But if you live here like most people who watch this, it's 28.75 inches tall. So about 2.5 feet tall. It looks bigger than that though. But it's not. So, before we actually dive into this set and show you all the minifigures and all the awesome details, we do want to give you a size comparison. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the most basic size comparison. That's a minifigure.
And it went flying.
Yes, the balcony came off.
Bilbo, can you please take the legs off at the top?
Oh yes.
I'll do that.
Okay,
That was
thank
not
you.
meant to be there on the original display.
So as you can see, there's the minifigure. Keep your eyes on that. If you can. I actually cannot do this.
Can you get any taller?
Can you see that? I cannot see right. Well, wait. If I turn this, I can. There you go.
I don't think you can get any more taller than
You
that.
can barely see it. Now, another thing we can compare it to, I believe I watched in another video that's about 3 inches tall. Can you hold your finger at the top again, please, Andrew? Now, move it. There's its foot. We'll deal with that later. So, it's about 3 inches tall. We're just storing stuff as we speak. And so, we'll give you 2 more measurements. Next, we'll show you what it looks like compared to a small dog. Alright, so here is the tower compared to a small dog. As you can see, the tower is like 2 times her height, so it's a pretty impressive size. And in just a moment we will show you what it looks like compared to an average sized human. Alright, so as you can see, here we are standing next to the Tower of Orthanc, and for privacy reasons we do want our masks on. Maybe someday you will see us, but someday is not today.
Correct.
So, as you can see, we have the tower right here next to a short human, although the crest make him look large. And here I am, a normal-sized human, close to 6 feet tall. So, as you can see, it comes up to about my waist right here. So, it's quite large. And if you have a baby or a small toddler, this thing might actually tower over it. As you can see, it towered over my dog. It would tower over my rabbit, my bird, my gerbils, anything like that. So, we'll go ahead and get to the details here momentarily. Alright, so here we are with the minifigures. And one more thing, Feanor, could you go over there on my... Yeah, and get those instruction manuals, please?
Oh, of course.
Almost forgot about those. So you do get 3 instruction manuals. I was shocked. I thought there'd be like 5 or 6. But then I looked and realized how they did this. Of course the pages are a bit larger, but each step has a bunch of pieces. Look at this one for example. 2, 1, 4, 6, 1, 2, 2, 2. And that's not even the worst. There was some that was like 36 pieces per step. And then there's a lot of repetitions, like these for example, you build like 3 times. And then those spikes at the tower, of course, you build 4 times. So, that's kind of how they accomplish that. At least you're saving some trees. So that was book 1, here's book 2. This is my least favorite bag because it's 3 of the exact same thing. So you can see that that's how, this is a bit thinner. I'm sorry about the bird in the background. She's a
and there's a bolt of the glare too.
3 times. And finally book 3 with an exciting advertisement on the back.
For the Hobbit.
Continue the adventure
Hobbit.
December 2013.
Yay!
Just in time for Christmas.
And for the Destination of Smog.
Yes. Yes indeed. So, oh, here's another example of a fairly large step. 3, 6, 4, and 2. But there are some that are much worse than that. Let me punish my bird real quick.
Another Yoda speak.
So moving right along. Hopefully that freaked her out for a little while.
Hopefully it didn't freak you out.
Oh, here's the big one. 16 and 8.
Oh my god.
4 pieces, but there's some that are much worse. And then of course you get the very large minifigure checklist.
Oh, that's even nicer than the other ones.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Because it's much larger.
And the horrible advertisement that you can buy 2 Battle Black Gates for...
No, they're not doing that. Go back.
That's
go
terrible.
back a page. Go back a page. They're not doing that.
This?
Oh, no.
What?
They're making a game out of it. That's terrible.
Like Lord of the Rings.
I didn't know that.
Oh, Battle of Helm's Deep. Yeah, I
That's
saw that on Wikipedia.
I did not see that.
Saw that on Wikipedia. Battle of Helm's Deep.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with that either.
If you agree with that idea, please tell us in the comments.
Yep.
Give us
we
a thumbs
don't
up.
agree with that idea.
But enough time wasted on instruction manuals and the like, and you shut up, please, little bird. So, on to the minifigures. And of course, we'll start with the most boring, and we'll probably go and show you in the order that you build them, actually. So this is the first thing that you build
Orc Pitmaster. Right?
after the Great Eagle, the Mordor Orc.
Isn't... Oh,
Orc, I'm sorry, yeah, the Orc
Pitmaster.
Pitmaster. But it's just a regular Orc with an axe and a slider mechanism, which we'll show you in a minute. No hair. I would have liked it if it had a hairpiece. So there's that. Nice axe. You also see that in Pirate Ship Ambush.
Which we did a few hours ago.
And this mechanism here is a harpoon-like thing, and we will show you how that is used in a few
And I
minutes.
think that actually is included in Urukai Army.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Oh.
not.
It isn't?
The same pieces, but it's not the same
Oh,
mechanism.
yeah.
Yeah, not the same mechanism, but the harpoon-like... That,
grappling
that,
hook.
Yeah, grappling hook.
Yeah.
I think that's the same in Urukai Army.
Okay, and then what is built next?
Urukai. So Andrew, you go ahead and show us that.
Yep, here is a Urukai, cool the hand of Sauron.
Saruman.
Oh, Saruman. I believe Bill09 told me that this was only available in this and the Orc Forge.
Yes.
So you get the shield, and then you get a helmet. Unfortunately, I think these are the only two pieces you get the hand of Saruman on.
No, you do get some more. I'll show you those in a little bit.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm failing at these questions. I'm not as skilled at Legos as Bill Brick 09 is. There's a double-sided head. And then the very common Urukai, chest piece, yeah, armor, that's what I was gonna say. And then here's a Urukai sword. And, here's the body. Double-sided body, cool. And then, you know what everyone loves? Painted legs, yay! So, if anyone will tell me who's next.
Actually, it's you again, because it's Saruman.
Oh, okay, so I'll get the... Okay, so, here is Saruman.
Bilbo was very, very excited to tell me that he had finally built Saruman.
Yes.
When he built
Bag 7. You don't get him till bag 7. Isn't that ridiculous?
But I believe that these legs that are on Saruman are the wrong legs that you get in the set.
No, you get 2.
Oh, you get 2. Oh,
Yes.
that's pretty cool. But I'll show the other.
Yeah, I'll show that.
Last. Okay, so first of all, I'll show you his staff. Pretty cool, I believe. Yeah, this is the exact same in Wizard Battle.
Yes.
The
Actually, the
exact same
entire
staff.
minifigure is except for one thing, and we'll show
Yeah.
that later.
Okay. Here is his hair, which looks exactly like Gandalf the White, except for this.
Gray
What do you call it?
tones.
Okay. And here is his
Same face as Count Dooku
Okay.
and Duel Geonosis.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that because I don't have that many LEGO Star Wars sets. He is an expert though, Bill Brick 09 is. So here is a cool white cape and a fancy dressed kind of body.
Of course, he's one of the Astari.
He is the leader of the Astari, in fact, and so of course he's going to
Yeah.
use all his power to get the nicest clothes
Right.
out
And,
of them
yeah.
all.
And
Speaking of nice clothes, you not only get those white legs that you saw, but exclusive to this set, you don't get this in the Wizard Battle. You get this nice dress piece
yeah, that is cool.
with some printing on it, similar to Arwen's dress.
Yeah, okay, so
So another reason that you'll want to get this set, that'll really put the value up if you have that to sell a Saruman minifigure. So next is Greenwood Wormsong, the only totally exclusive minifigure to this set. I love this guy. Whoever played this guy, do you know his name?
No,
I'll look it up.
Yeah, you can go ahead and look that up, and we'll tell you later. Whoever played this guy just did an awesome job. Even for a not a main character, just the way he delivered his lines and stuff was awesome. And actually, that's not the first face that we'll see. So this is the same hair as you see on Aragorn, except it's black. I would love to see this hairpiece in a blondish color for Theoden.
grayish.
Grayish, blondish.
Yeah.
And here's his sour yellow complexion. He looks kind of worried there. Maybe that's when he sees Gandalf the White approaching. Gandalf the Grey is coming. He's not welcome.
Okay, I think I found it.
Oh, what's his name?
One second.
Okay.
You keep going. I need to make sure that this is the guy.
That's probably when Saruman has been drawn like poison from a wound from Theoden. And he's. Do you know what this ring is here, Feanor?
I have not seen that ever before. It might be a token symbolizing his authority in the Rohirrim circle, but I am not positive.
Okay, I now can confirm that Brad Dourif, Dourif, portrays Grima in The Lord of the Rings.
And he did an awesome job. And one thing that I would like to add, this is a bit of a building tip as well. is we get this very boring knife here. We see this all the time. But if you go to Brick Warriors, you can get this awesome dagger here. And it looks way better with Grima, I think.
So where does that dagger come from? I
Brick
mean, like
Warriors.
no, I mean the useless dagger. Which
Oh,
set
it comes
has
in the
been
set. Oh, it's been in tons of sets. Tons and tons.
Any Lord of the Rings sets?
Not that I can
Dwalin.
think-
Dwalin
Oh,
came
yeah.
with
Oh,
one.
okay,
But that's
well-
Hobbit, not... It normally falls under the same category.
Well,
But
I
you guys
just,
have to admit that that's a better dagger, right?
Yes, that is
Okay,
a much,
yeah.
much better dagger.
well, I'm into only Lego Lord of the Rings and Lego the Hobbit, so that might be one of the only daggers I would have.
So, do I show Gandalf or the eagle?
I showed both Gandalf and...
Oh, that's right, you haven't shown anything yet.
Yes, that is
Okay,
correct.
so Feanor will continue with Gandalf and the Eagle.
And, can you please
Okay.
switch seats with
Okay,
me
I can do that.
to make this a little bit easier
Okay.
for me? Okay. Yes, this is Gandalf the Grey.
Same as in the Wizard Battle, except he does come with the cape.
Yes, he does come with a cape, which is the same as Gandalf arrives. Here's his staff.
Are we gonna show the epic staff?
Same one.
You
Oh.
guys know what we're talking about.
The
well,
epic staff
actually,
has not been shown yet.
no, I don't think. Well, unless I might have shown it in the T-Falls Play with Lego, but just in case.
I think you did.
Oh yes,
but
we did
why-
show it in T-Falls Play with Legos, but
Very
we're gonna
briefly,
show
though.
it again.
There
This is the epic staff
With
from
the gem at the top.
Brick Forge, correct?
Yes.
From Brick Forge. So get onto Brick Forge, get this staff.
Awesome website.
It's an awesome addition to your Gandalf minifigure.
Go ahead and
this
show
is-
that on him.
Okay.
Awesome.
And this is Gandalf himself. Usual hairpiece, same as Lucius Malfoy from Harry Potter sets.
Different color.
And from Wizard Battle.
Yes.
Yes.
Etc.
One thing that's new is the double-sided face, which is creepy.
It was It was also from. Oh, which one is it?
But what we gotta keep
Yeah,
moving.
I'm trying to remember which set he has that. Oh yeah, Wizard Battle, I believe. So it's not entirely new, but close enough. And then same beard, gray cape. Nice,
Same- wait, you can't
fairly
see.
nice back. Fairly nice back printing.
You gonna show his other face? You could just twist it
I
around.
already showed the face. So now I'm trying to.
Oh. Did you just do the smile face?
Oh, I didn't. Your minifigure, you bite. Or you can just rip it off.
Yep.
Have a contest here. Give us.
I'm more
Oh, oh.
cannibalistic
Wait.
than he is.
You could
I can
have
show
given
it.
it to me.
There's his smiley face, which looks nothing like him, and there's his angry face, which also looks nothing like him. And there's the torso printing.
So overall, it's nice that we got a new version of Gandalf with the double-sided face.
Well, slightly now.
Slightly. No.
Depends on which set you get first.
True.
If you get Wizard Battle, then
Like
it'll
me
be
and
newer
Lord of the
there.
Yeah.
And if you get it from...
And the first time I brought it over, Bill Brick 09 went crazy over the set. He couldn't stop playing with it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and show you that in a little bit for comparison, but right now we have Gwahir the Wind Lord.
Well, we assume that it is Gwei here.
Of course it is.
It doesn't say that in the movie or on the set box.
It actually does in the movie.
Oh,
if
it
you
does.
listen closely, he says Gwahir, it's the butterfly.
Yes, I have heard that. Okay, so same basic eagle that you get in
Battle with the Black Gate.
Battle at the Black Gate.
Similar to the Pteranodon and Lego Dino.
Yes, so there's detail on the wing. The other one is symmetrical.
And
There's
of
the tail
course,
feathers. And we do like to do this fun little thing. This is not what I'm talking about. We do like
Oh,
to
yeah,
sit
we'll show you.
Gandalf on top and make him fly.
and we have an awesome building tip to show you, but we'll save that for the end.
Aw, okay.
Yes.
And now,
So, now we come to one of my favorite parts of the set, and that is the Ents.
Yep, love it.
I like that they include something besides the tower. It just makes it that extra.
Yeah.
It's just that extra
Love
special touch.
Treebeard.
Now I don't know if it's
Yeah.
Treebeard because they just call it the Ent, but I'm assuming it's Treebeard. I think Lego.
I'm not entirely positive. This part looks like Treebeard. This part does not look like Treebeard.
Yeah. Say it. Say that again.
This part looks like Treebeard. This part does not look like Treebeard, so
Well,
it's a little bit debatable.
yeah, but I'm just thinking that LEGO has other things to do. Balrog, Minas Tirith, Mount Doom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I just don't think that they're gonna waste time building another Ent for its own set.
Like the Blast March of the Ents.
Yeah. Well, this is that scene really. It'd be nice, but
Well, it's not the exact same because, like I said before, well, not in this video, but to Bill, Rick 09 and Feanor, that, Gandalf hasn't arrived at Isengard yet when the Ents go to war.
Well, this is combining the scene
Yeah.
from the
This
Fellowship
is,
of the Ring,
so that way you get, both scenes.
Yeah.
And that way
Him,
you're
right before the
techni-
wizard battle and Last March of the Ents.
too. And the
Yes.
voice of Saruman.
And I think that it's kind of to give you an incentive to buy it because you're getting two scenes in one. It's more.
Yeah. See, and there's tons of display. You could actually make a few because there's also that scene where Saruman is calling the storm over Caradhras.
Oh yeah.
Characters, whatever. Or the voice of Saruman if you add Gandalf the White and Theoden. But anyway, that's enough talking. We want to show you all the detailing on the Ent. So I'll go ahead and take the legs.
I'll take the arms.
You take the arms, and then Andrew, you can show the head.
Oh, okay.
So here are the legs. I actually like this part the best. I have never seen this piece before right here. Have you guys?
That piece?
Yes.
I believe that was in a different form, gray with some reddish hints, or just plain gray, on the LEGO Power Miners second wave or something. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that's part of what it is.
So it's just a brown piece there. I like it. It adds some more detailing, and you get two of those, not on the back. So very nice piece there. Also get two of these olive green branches, which are somewhat rare. They've shown up in quite a few Lord of the Rings sets. In the
Attack of the Wargs, Council of Elrond.
So, and then we do get this nice printed mushroom, which you see in Fleeing from Mirkwood Spiders and Attack of the Wargs. And I wish we did get two because this looks a bit incomplete over here with just a stud on it, but you know, you can't have everything. And there's all kinds of articulations on this end, which I love. It'd be great for a stop motion video. I'll probably do that at some point. So you get this ball and socket joint here on both feet. Then you can also move this joint sideways, up and down. So there's all kinds of possibilities for this Ent. And there's the back side. So, who wants to do what next?
Feanor does the arms. Okay, so, here's the first arm. Nice posable fingers. You've seen this in some of the Bionicle and Hero Factory sets. I'm not entirely sure
Even
about
in
Hero
Toy Story.
Factory.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Toy Story. I'm more of a Bionicle fan, so
Here, go ahead and
I
show
know a
it.
lot about that.
Well, actually, wait until you get to the other one. 'Cause-
And this was included in Axe on this little function of the fingers. But otherwise, it's more of just so that way you can build it out instead of special features. And then this arm,
It's different.
it does not have a ball and socket joint there.
They opted for the function instead.
Yes, so you turn this and it moves up and down.
Well, you're not actually turning it.
Well, yeah, I'm not actually turning it.
And you can stick a minifigure here, so that, like, I have a bird in my hands. Can you do that?
Okay,
So,
yeah.
one of you two. Dealing with a bird is a tough business, I'll tell you guys.
He does not recommend buying one unless you're
Not
really
unless-
courageous.
Yeah. And you have lots of time and patience.
which we do not have.
Not really.
Well, I have some of them.
Not being T-falls. And so, yeah, it looks kind of silly when you put it up against that part, but...
You can't
And if
sorry.
anyone wants to know what T-Falls is, it's Teenage Fans of Legos. Just clearing that
So
up.
there's
small
that.
category, really.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But
And
I
that
know a lot
is-
of people don't really care for that. They think that most people who buy this set won't be actually playing with it and smashing orcs around. They're wrong.
T-falls!
Love smashing orcs around.
Whoa!
Yeah!
Yes. So we actually like that. Thank you, Jordan. I forget your last name, the Lego designer. If you're watching this, I'm sure you're not, but if you do, thank you. We appreciate that. And finally, I think we saved at least one of the better parts for last. It's the torso, so Andrew's going to go ahead and show you that.
I don't really know a lot about this because I haven't put together the Tower of Orthanc yet, but I can see what I see, so pretty cool thing where you can kind of move that.
Yeah, you can kind of move the waist, and it does move 360 as well.
Ah, cool.
Lots of posability on this end, which I love.
And, well, they saved the best for the Treebeard and the Ents. So, also, my favorite scene in Two Towers, Last March of the Ents. Make sure to check that out. And very cool thing that they actually have eyes.
Yeah, those are not stickers. And you actually get an extra one. I'm going to go ahead and take one of those off.
That is awesome that those are not stickers.
Yeah, most of this stuff in this set is stickers, but this is not, which I love.
Even though those aren't the most attractive version of Ent eyes that I think that they could have come up with, that's still amazing that they're printed bricks instead of stickers.
And I think it captures the lightness of an Ent's eye pretty well.
Pretty well.
And then there's just this boring,
Tree structure.
tree structure, yeah.
But I think it's perfect. I really think we should have gotten Merry and Pippin in this set because they're awesome.
Well, everyone understands why Merry and Pippin aren't in this set if they understand why the Fellowship wasn't in Mines of Moria, or...
But for such a large set, they should include more minifigures, but we'll talk more about that later. So,
Picky T-Falls.
yes, we're very picky. But it's perfect for perching Merry and Pippin up in the tree there. I'm going to try and zoom that out a bit there. So I believe you can... Here's Pippin. So there you have that. I think it looks pretty cool. I personally think it's Treebeard. Feanor thinks it's an Ent. What do you think, Andrew?
I think it could be Treebeard or an Ent.
Yeah, so...
I think that it is meant to capture the likeness of an Ent, and then you get to name it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We could name it Oakbeard or Birchbeard.
Birchbeard.
Quickbeam.
Quickbeam, there we go.
Quickbeam.
Yes, that is an Ent from
That's
the book.
that's the book.
If you care to indulge yourself in extremely difficult reading, you like extremely difficult in the fact that it starts out so boring. Then please start in the Fellowship of the Ring and read all the way through.
Yeah.
The appendices of the Return of the King.
20,000 pages of hobbits arguing about Bilbo adopting Frodo.
Alright, well I think we spent enough time on the less epic stuff.
Dun.
There are fouler things than
Dun.
orcs in the deep places of the world. So, we'll be back momentarily to show you the Tower of Orthanc. Alright, here it is, the moment you have all been waiting for, the actual Tower of Orthanc. So, I think we'll go ahead and show the exterior first, and we'll get into all the cool stuff on the inside. So, I'll take the middle, someone else can take the middle.
I'll take the top.
Okay, and you can get the middle, Andrew.
Sure.
So, here's the bottom. So we get these awesome steps. It should have had a lot more.
Yes, it should have had a lot more steps.
It should have had like how many more?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about 10 more. Roundabout.
Well, it would have made it a lot taller.
Yeah.
So that's fine. We can deal with that, I guess. Very nice doing it. Those do come off easy if you'd like to, but I'm not going to do that today. Then you also get these panels here. You build 3 of them, and they do come off easily if you would like to take a look at them here. So they just fit onto these. A bit of a boring build, this part. Not my favorite part by the least. So there you have that, and then you build some smaller versions of those. So the exterior is a bit boring to build, but not too bad. And like right here is one of those smaller versions. So, and then you get a bunch, I mean you get tons of these pieces right here. The bricks with these rod pieces sticking out.
So those no longer are fun pieces for you, are they?
No. Well, I suppose you could use them to help a minifigure climb the tower.
Oh yay, somebody's gonna break into the Tower of Orthanc.
Yeah, they could.
Finally!
To the alchemy room or for the balcony. And then you can close these doors. This is what they look like from the outside. I'm sorry about that evil bird. So there's that. And I'll go ahead and just do this part right here. You build a bunch of these little archway things here. I know it's hard to see. I'm really sorry about that. There's that. And here's the balcony right here. Probably the best part about the exterior, at least one of the best parts. And this is that single piece right there. Don't see that too often, which I like.
No.
And there's a jumper plate right here that's specifically meant for the Saruman's dress piece. And we'll show that to you. Well, I'll go ahead and show that to you, I guess. Let's go ahead and stick that on Saruman. And then that goes right here. And he fits perfectly on that stud.
Okay, pickiness of T-Falls. They should have made this just a little bit bigger so that way they could have had Grima staring out behind him.
Yes.
Just a tiny bit bigger.
And Yoda.
Frightens bird.
Yoda frightens bird. That's a cool YouTube video.
That'd be funny.
Stay tuned.
Alright, so who's going to take the middle? Andrew, you take the middle.
Okay, so even though I don't know a lot about the set, I'll just say, cool, as soon as you're done frightening the bird, cool, spike things, there, I think I see them in the, Velvet Black Gate, that's cool too, I'm sorry, I'm horrible at noting exterior, architecture, but this is pretty cool. Looks like bars or something.
Yeah, my dad's set looked like a cathedral. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, it kind of does.
A cathedral with bombs and potions inside.
No, not the interior, the exterior.
Yeah, I could see that. Very gothic, though.
Okay, so are you finished?
I think so.
Okay.
And then
So
you
now
get
that
those on
it's
the other
my
side.
turn, I think I'm probably going to go into a little bit more detail. But that's just me. I like these bricks right here. They give a little bit of texture to the piece. The piece. And then I like this detail. It kind of gives the feeling of a window. And then continuing up, these spikes are nice and accurate to the movie. I like how these jut out and you can move them. But we do not recommend that if you are big on presentation. And then a nice little trick that we found with this is that we can put that right there, and it'll stay for a while.
And it'll look like Gandalf is flying.
And I found that all by myself.
Good job, Bilbo. You learned something new. And then up here at the top, we have the iconic tower itself. The spikes, which are mimicked by Saruman's staff. In the movie, his staff has 4 prongs, and then this would be in the center as a spear.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
And then, let me just kind of mimic a little bit of a scene from the movie, The Fellowship of the Ring, where the Fellowship is on Carathras, and Saruman is calling the anger of Carathras down upon them.
And then these spikes, the spikes come off easily.
Oh, they do?
Well, if you have to.
Fairly easily.
So, there's that. Can you stick that back on there for us, Feanor, please?
Sure.
And really, you could take off this circular piece right here. It's kind of hard to put minifigures there with that on there, so I might go ahead and take that off when I'm done. But, other than that, I believe that's it for the exterior. So, we'll move on to the best part, the interior of the tower.
Dun dun dun.
Alright, before we get into detail, I just wanted to show you a quick overview. Trophy room, library, alchemy room, Palantir room, entrance hall, and the dungeon. And since we're right here, we'll go ahead and start there. And Andrew will go ahead and show that to us.
Okay, so I got one of the most boring rooms, but hey, it's my turn. So, I don't really, there's a rat there, very cool. And then a skeleton, some bones, more bones, I think it's like a,
Ball and chain.
yeah, chain, then there's, what is that?
Wargs.
Oh.
Those are wargs.
There's
Oh, yeah.
more stickers in there in the background. And Feanor, can you move the flashlight over to the left a little bit, please? There you go.
there.
You can kind of see that there. I think you can. And there's another one over on the right. There, you can see that one good. Bunch of creepy eyes staring at us.
Yeah.
So overall, not much in there. So I'll go ahead and move on to the entrance hall. Could you please hold the camera?
I can do that.
Alright, so you can go and zoom in a bit if you like. So here's the entrance hall. You get these nice opening doors here. And this kind of explains how you get to the next room. You can use this, and there might be a staircase back here, you can imagine that. This corridor here. Then as far as detailing, get these blue banners which move up and down with the white hand of Saruman on them. Those are stickers, and there's another one over here. So, you get these nice axes on the sides, which add to your weapons collection. There's
Those
another
are
one over here.
halberds.
Halberds, whatever. And then you do get this nice little stand with a microfigure statue on it, which I like. And the only function that you get in this room is a trap door. So if you could go ahead and show that from a bird's eye view, please. Sticker
sure.
on there. That's
There
a
we go.
sticker, but I do like the effect that you get. It's very nice. And then it's a trap door, so you just stick someone there, turn this knob, and they fall to the dungeon. And the wargs will eat them.
Duh.
Then one more thing, if you could get it from like an angle like this, please.
Drop it down. Like, looking up.
Yeah, well, you can almost see it. There we go. Just hold it right there. Get this nice chandelier, and that is used for a special purpose, which we will show you in the next room. So I'll go ahead and take this back,
Okay.
and Andrew will show us the Palantir room.
Okay, this is pretty cool. I believe I already know what that chandelier does. Let's try it out. And that is the light brick of this set.
Looks awesome with that. This cool mold here. That's an awesome mold that I like.
Although he was not informed that it was from previous Bionicle sets, and so I have a ton of them, but he only has that one. So
Yeah, and I only have that one too.
The one thing that I like to do is you can put a bad guy minifigure here, and it makes them look all evil.
I'm not
Nah.
saying that.
I like it. Anyway, it's just personal preference.
And you can also make the Palantir jump out of people.
Duh.
There we go.
Oh, I actually caught
He
it.
caught the Palantir.
Amazing. Okay.
So another thing I want to say.
Wait, I would
I
like to...
really think it's cool that
There's the light brick.
that we get the same the same Brick 9.
There we go.
You get the same pedestals that is in the wizard battle.
The lamps.
Yeah, and is that exactly the same too?
Almost exactly.
Yeah,
the same.
almost
It
exactly
doesn't have
the same in the wizard
final tip, does it?
battle. Yeah, but that's very cool that they copied almost everything.
Yeah, it does. The only thing that is different is that this brick here would have a hole in it in the wizard battle to allow for the function.
And the Palantir is very different.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and compare these two rooms. So here is the wizard battle, and that is the Palantir room in the Tower of Orthanc. So very similar, except you
But
don't
you
get
get the
two-
Eye of Sauron.
Right.
And,
and you don't get those two awesome functions that you get in the wizard battle. But there's some more detailing in here. There's the balcony from the inside, and that jumper plate I was talking about, right there. Sorry about that, Bruce. You're being a little pest. Then you get these bookshelves over here, some potions and like. Oh wait, Andrew, I'm sorry.
I really don't really. I don't know what else to say. So
Well, it's just it gives the illusion of books in there, even though it's just tiles. It's potions and letters. On the other side, you can actually pull stuff out. So Andrew, if you stick your finger in there, you should be able to pull something out.
like that. Yoda again. Well, I cannot pull this thing out.
Oh, there's a map.
Oh, there's a map.
It's not a map.
It's not a map?
No.
What is it?
Go ahead and show us that, Andrew.
That is like an alchemy recipe.
Yes. Wait, I'm gonna hold my hand over the back now. Is that something I won't see in the LEGO Designer video? Very nice that is a sticker, but still I like it. And that just fits snugly in the bookshelf there.
At an angle.
An angle, yes.
That way you can pull it out.
So, anything else you'd like to add about the planetary, Andrew?
It looks like Mars.
Like Mars. Last look at the comparison. That is like the main room of the tower, but it's not my favorite actually. So anyway, it's Feanor's turn to show you the alchemy room.
Okay, well, if I'm going to do this and you're going to have it at that angle, can Andrew and I please switch seats for sake of easier maneuverability, I should say. Okay, so here we have a bomb.
Same bomb that we see in the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Yes, and
except in the Battle of Helm's Deep, that bottom circle is black, and here it is gray.
And
exactly the same.
in the movie, if you've seen the extended edition, is it only in that one? I don't know.
What?
Grima, while Saruman is making the bomb, Grima holds a candle over it and does a little bit of fun joke. Saruman says, "No, don't do that."
No, he doesn't say anything. He just moves the hand away.
Silently says, "No, don't do that."
So
and Grima's like, "Why?"
So there's a bit of a tribute to that there, where there's some unlit torches in the room.
Yes, there are some unlit torches right there. Here's another halberd.
Wait, I can't.
Halberd right there.
Okay.
A little pot.
Wait, there we go. Bottle over there.
Yes, a bottle here.
Barrel.
A cauldron.
And there's a function if you turn that cog to the right.
Right here. Okay.
Yes. You can bring that down to reveal the silver inside. So a small little function there. There's some skulls behind there. I think you could see that.
Oh, let's see. There you go.
There you go. And then my favorite part about the room is over here to the right.
This nice purpley
yes. That was
alchemy bottle.
That was in the LEGO minifigures series, but this is the first time we've seen it since then, so that was a nice
Yes, that's a very nice piece. I did not know that was from LEGO at first. I'm like, is that Brickforge?
No.
Brick Warriors? But I guess it is from LEGO. And this is where you can see the, I guess you could say bars for windows.
Yeah, the windows.
Which is a very nice effect from the inside, not quite as much from the outside. And I guess we'll pass it over to Bilbo Brick now.
And I'll show you the library here in just a moment. One thing I forgot to point out earlier is you do get 4 profile bricks in the set. That's it though. So I just want to point out that you do get a few of those, but not many for such a large set. But moving right along, we'll go to the second to last room of the tower. And you see that there? The library? Okay, there we are.
There isn't a whole lot of light. Here, let's turn it this way so that way you can get the light there.
Another Yoda.
So, we've got tons of details inside. I mean, it's just amazing. LEGO graphics designer Georgi Georgievitz, I think I said that name right. Sorry if I didn't. He made the portraits of the 5 wizards. Of course, he had to come up with 2 wizards that we have never seen. So...
And don't even know the names to.
Right. So here's one of them. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can see that.
They're the 2 blue wizards, right?
We see that one.
The other 2 are blue wizards, right?
Yes, that's one of the blueses.
Loses.
That's how they're pronounced. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Haven't you seen the Hobbit movie? He says the 2 blueses.
I don't think
Not
so.
the 2 blues.
Can you see right, I guess, the brown right
Yes,
there?
you can.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nice job on him.
And then the last one?
I hope we get him as a minifigure. We can talk about the last one. There's still 3 more.
Whatever.
Here's Saruman the
No
White.
one cares about Saruman's portrait. We have Saruman.
True.
Okay, can you turn the camera and the light a little bit?
There.
Okay.
You see?
No, there's a glare.
Let's
If you can turn it again.
Let's try this.
Okay, yeah, there you can see it very
So there's
clearly.
Gandalf the Grey with his portrait. Very nice. Staff looks better in the portrait than it does in real life.
Yes, it does.
And here's the other blue wizard, even though he looks brown, holding a palantir. Can you see that?
You can't see him holding a plant here.
About like that.
Okay, yes, you can see the Palantir. It's, can you point that out for us, Bilbo?
Right there.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, so there you have the portraits of the 5 wizards. tons of other details inside here. This is the hardest one to see. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. This is a picture of the Ring of Bara here. Can you see that?
It's not very clear.
Zoom that out a little bit, please.
Alright.
And I don't know much about this, so Feanor, could you tell us a bit, please?
The Ring of Bara here is basically it's a hereditary ring passed down from the heirs of Numenor, the chief heirs of Numenor, so whoever was leading the Dunedain. Eventually it came all the way down to Aragorn, who you would know from the movies and the books, or just these sets themselves. And so he has that ring as a hereditary symbol.
And that's in the extended edition, the Ring of Bara here, seeing. So we do get two awesome books in here. The first one here is the Eye of Sauron book. Can you see that?
Yes, you can see the eye.
And then on the other side.
Alright.
So very nice job on that. If you get a few Lord of the Rings sets, this one, Mines of Moria, and Unexpected Gathering, you get quite a nice collection of awesome LEGO books. And here's the other one that you get in here. This
It'll take you forever to check it out.
Well, you know, I'm going to take this table out for a moment. Here it is. It looks like a book of spells or potions or something.
Maybe it's in a starry book.
Probably.
Just overall a starry. If you could not shine the light that way, thank you.
Different on the front and the back.
Yeah, it could be a recording of the Astari's travels, journeys, etc. We don't really know.
More books in here. Then the most in detail in the entire room is right here. If you look very closely, there's a map of Middle-earth. If I could just see that for a moment.
Oh, of course.
Might need that light. Yeah. Can you just hand that to me for a moment, please? There, I believe you can see that. It's very hard to get out. It looks like a map of not only Middle-earth, but perhaps Valinor as well.
I think that is Numenor.
Numenor.
That would not be Valinor, because Valinor is actually outside the sphere of the world of Middle-earth.
Okay.
So, it's very confusing, and I won't go into detail now because we've taken up so much of the time.
Yes. So you have that.
But what do you expect from the Tower of Orthanc?
Yes. So, Feanor will show you the last room, which is called the Trophy Room.
Okay, so I guess this is the trophy room. Does this come off?
There you go. Okay, what you do...
I see. Yeah, it's a ladder. So it'll come down like this.
And it folds out.
And then like
There you go.
this.
There
And
you
then
go.
you can climb up from the library to the trophy room, and you see here we have...
That's where that other Uruk-hai armor comes in.
You have the white hand shield.
What hand of Saruman?
Saruman.
We don't need the light quite like that. No, we need the light, just not entirely like that. And then I'm not gonna bother taking it off.
Actually, please do.
There, okay.
Because there's something underneath that I like.
Yes, there is.
The clear minifigure head, I love that.
That's
That's
an
cool.
interesting top to it.
That is-
Oh, I
that
see.
is
It's
very
upside down,
cool
isn't it?
Stud.
It's upside down, isn't it?
What is?
Do you wanna?
The head? Oh no.
No, it has a clear stud on top.
Okay, that's really interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was neat. So, anyway,
Okay. Put that right back.
we'll deal with that later.
Okay. And then here you see a nice picture of Barad-dûr and the all-seeing eye, or just the great eye, whatever you
Sticker.
want to call it. It's a sticker, unfortunately. And Uruk-hai's shield.
Sword.
The keys to both the Tower of Orthanc and the Tower of Barad-dûr. And here are the
Can you
staves
pull those out, please? I like to show those in good detail.
of the other three wizards who you do not see in The Lord of the Rings. The first is Radagast's staff.
Boring.
Very boring. It's more elaborate than Gandalf's regular Lego staff, which I will say is very nice. And then we have this staff, which I'm not... It has to be one of the Blueses, but since we don't know their names and we have no idea what they would look like, we don't know which staff that is. And then here's another one.
This one's pretty cool. This is my second favorite of the 5 staves.
It looks a lot like Saruman's.
Yeah.
Just with a blue stud instead of a white kind of conical kind of shape.
Conical.
Whatever.
It's not grammar lesson time. But one more thing to point out is you can actually lock this. So in case Saruman does not want anyone going up here,
Oh, I saw that, and I was
you
wondering.
turn it, and it's unless you press really hard, there's no way to get it down. And if you turn it this way, it comes down very easily. So I believe that is it, except for the ratings and some building tips. So we'll be back momentarily. Alright, so we're back with a couple of building tips and of course their ratings. And if the bird squawks anymore, ignore her, please. So we did add a couple more sets. We add the Orc Forge, because of course that goes with Isengard quite nicely. Even though it was underground, it still looks pretty good next to it. And the Wizard Battle. So there's quite a few Isengard themed sets. Feanor had a building tip that he wanted to show you.
What was that? This one?
No, this one.
This one?
Yes.
Oh, yes. A fun little display tip that I thought would be kind of humorous is if you wanted to do a scene where Saruman was being stabbed by Grima and then fell, you could have him fall, and then have his legs catch here, and the rest of his torso fall. So his legs will just be hanging there for the rest of eternity.
This is the kind of stuff that Feanor thinks up while he's falling asleep at night.
And you don't want to know what I dream, or do you?
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
And if you wanted to, you could also hang it down here, a little lower.
Yes, you could, down here, but I think that one's not quite as funny.
Now, of course, we did already show you this one, but once again, there are 4 points towards the top of the tower where you can stick this here, and it looks like the eagle is flying away. So that's pretty awesome right there. Anything you would like to add, Andrew?
Very cool set, Tower of Orthanc.
So you can put the Orc Forge right next to the tower, have the Ent smashing it to bits if you like. So,
and then, Bilbo and I are going to meet sometime and try to figure out how to move the essential bits of this into this, so that way we can actually have a wizard battle in the Tower of Orthanc. But the two sets by themselves are great as well.
yeah. So, last thing to get to is the ratings. I'm going to rate the build since I built it. Can you take play?
What?
Can you take play?
Playability.
Oh, playability,
And you
okay.
get display.
Woohoo!
Alright, so the build, you do get a few epic pieces, like the Ent's eyes. The mushroom is cool, some of the branches on it. So, over here, if you like black pieces, get the set.
Yes.
But really, some of the, I mean, it gets boring after a while because some of the pieces are repeated like 65 times. Sometimes.
Like these pieces.
Yeah, those right there. Those are notorious. And some of those black teeth are repeated a lot too. But if you could flip it around, please. There are some interesting pieces inside, like the ball on the ball and chain, right there. Then the Palantir piece. Wait, I didn't get to see that. I was showing some of them. That's unique, except for Bionicle, but we haven't seen Bionicle in ages, so nice way to reuse that. The yellow crystal balls for those lamps. Get the nice books in the library. Some pots and and I almost forgot about that purple bottle inside. Yeah, it's hard to see because it's so dark. So I love that they used that. In the library, really just the books. And up here, that clear minifigure head and the clear flat stud on top. It's hard to see because it's so dark. But you guys already saw that.
And there it is.
That's two pieces right there. Some of the stabs look neat. So for the build, it is an awesome, fun build. So I think I'll give it 9 or 10. What? 9. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go with a 9 for the build. I think that's pretty good.
And the only reason I said that he should do at 9 is because he says that the build is very monotonous, so I think that would take it out of the build slightly.
So, Andrew, if you could rate it for playability, please?
I would either give it an 8 or a 9 because,
I would actually go lower than... I would say a 7.
Okay, yeah, 7, because it is cool, like, to show Saruman, like, walking. Show Saruman, like, walking up the tower, da 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 da, like that. There's that, for a lot of sets, this has a lot of, like, empty room where you can have minifigures just walking around.
Yeah. Then you could do a few functions, a swinging end arm, trapdoor, glowing plants here. You can move that pot in the alchemy room, and the staircase there. So yeah, I think the 7 is fair. For such a large set, it doesn't have a lot of playability, but really it's not meant for that. So, I mean, it's really meant for display and build. And that's why it's 14+. Alright, and finally for displayability, Feanor will tell you about that. So, please, please me, and give it a good rating.
I'm going to give it a good rating. Of course I am. This is a display set. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to give it a 10 yet. I think that it's going to be extremely close. It's going to be higher than 9. It might be just a little bit lower than 10. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to have to give it a 9.9.
9.9?
It's just slightly missing a little bit that I think would have made it better, even though it would have been more expensive. For displayability purposes, I think that it should be just slightly wider and slightly taller.
Yeah, I certainly think wider. It should be wider.
Yes, but the 9.9 is just obvious. You can pull this down and out and have a minifigure coming up the stairs. You can have Saruman using one of these staves up here.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
The other 3 wizards. You can have basically an endless possibility of things for Saruman or Grima or Gandalf to be doing. So, I'm going to give it a 9.9, but the only reason it's not 10 is because it could have been just that much better.
And in the end, it's cool. If I were going to rate this for displayability, I would give it a 9 for the interior and a 10 for the exterior. Because the exterior looks awesome, but the interior is just a bit small. So that's what I would say. So somewhere between a 9 and a 10 for display. So I think that's fair.
Which is why it's 9.9, because the interior is so close to 10.
Right. It's really...
I think that it outweighs the...
This is a tough call. But of course, this is an epic set. I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that.
Yes.
So, any last words, you guys?
I don't think so. What do you
Just
think?
look out for 2 falls playing with Legos on this set.
That's gonna be fun.
Yes, it is.
And make sure you check out some other LEGO Lord of the Rings reviews. Those will be on there soon. So, thanks for watching. It's not going to get any more epic than this, unless we get Barad-dûr and Minas Tirith. So...
Yeah. Minas Tirith the way I say it should be.
Well,
which I'm not going to tell you.
No, it's very complicated. So, we just have one more thing to tell you, and we'll be back with that in just a moment. And we just had to include some randomness in this. So, please tell us, Feanor.
Random Shelob climbing
Isengard.
Orthanc.